Welcome everybody. Doing a little bit of Starfinder in the Sven zone. Everybody say hi.
Hi.
Hello.
Excellent. Perfect. All right, so we have sound. We don't have video, so let's fix that, shall we? We have video. We just don't have a map. Sorry, this is the Packed Worlds at night.
When all of the stars are gone.
Interesting. Is this it? No.
Excuse me.
No, it's gross. Where is my player view? Unity. There we go. It is the primary monitor. Ta-da! And we are live. All right. Let me just do one last little fix since Bobby changed where his camera is. There it is. Too many moving parts. All right. There we are. Live and close enough. Perfect. So, it's been a minute since we played. Lots of different things going on in different people's lives. So, we had to put it on hiatus for a moment. But we are back. So, you guys have been doing, since you first started, way back when, Reno, who was in the midst of connecting, was the only one who actually started it. But since then, we've had other people jump on and join, and other people have fallen by the wayside, got pushed out airlocks, and we are now left with Phyllodendron Zerail, Nosy, and Serena. And they are working their way through this epic story, and they're at the stage in the book when there's like 50 pages left. You know it's going to be action-packed, and lots of cool stuff going to go on. And you're tempted to flip to the last page and see how it ends. But you can't do that with a role-playing game. So where you are now is you have infiltrated the Empire of Bones, which is this monolithic ship, 6 miles long, and you have determined that the only way to take control of the ship is to get to the bridge. And so you found a hidden ally in a commander who was annoyed that the admiral in control of this ship is a Vesk undead, and she thinks it should go to the Eoxians, and it should be a true undead, not a Vesk. So she was in the process of overthrowing this ship and or making the captain command admiral. Thank you, Drake, for the sub. Appreciate it. Appreciate it. Those of you who have the stream up, got woken up there. So that is awesome, Drake. Appreciate you. 15 months. Look at that. 1-5. I think that's right up there at the top. I don't know that anybody else has surpassed that. I think there's one other person with 15 months. But that's awesome. Thank you so much, Drake. I appreciate you. Drake does a lot of DMing stuff, and you can see me as a player on his streams. So check out his stuff. Live D&D of the 5e variety on Drake Takes. Yeah, the stupid follow age still isn't working. I don't know what happened with that. It broke about 3 weeks ago, and the follow age isn't working. But quote works, and some, of course, all the redemptions work still. So, anyway, so you guys are on your way up. You have a couple programs to help you. You have a software that will mask you from the robots. You know, the security drones. Wow. Security droids and drones. And the cameras. You also have another one that you can use to set off an alarm somewhere, which will draw attention away from you if you ever need to take a long rest. You only have 2 uses of that, and you still may not have enough time to use them both. So, and you'll still have to find somewhere to hole up while you take that long rest, but it is now an option. So, but first, you have to leave the grav station. So you're in the grav station in the hangar country, which is relatively close, comparatively close to where you landed your ship on the outside and walked in and fought your way here. The grav train you've seen has bag locks securing it in place, so you know that you will need to undo those. You also know that one of these wonderful corpse fleet gents, bone troopers, went in and turned off on the alarm. So it is a matter of time before reinforcements show up and somebody knows something is going on in this hangar bay. But you have managed to destroy most of the baddies who are here, and you only have 2 left, and that is where we left off. Any comments, anything anybody wants to add before we start on round 10, a full 1 minute into this fight?
Wow. Mostly just a comment, but also a question. The elevation has reset between streams once again. So the question that follows that is, how high up is the sniper's tower in the bottom left? Because I remember I was like 5 feet
50.
higher than that. Okay. Thank you.
Alright, so the room you're in so it's a few hundred feet from hangar country where you guys left to the grav station. You do have some general maps of the ship, so you have an idea of where you're supposed to go. And when you get here, I could have sworn there was a... Here it is. Boom. So, if you zoom out on the map, you can see that there are channels running, 2 channels running through this station. Right now, one of them is occupied by the one grav train. There's a cargo crane that can be moved throughout the entire area. There's also a large gray thing that you guys are standing on that opens up somehow, and things can be lowered and raised from beneath it. There are some benches on the far right that you guys were in the midst of at one point and then left. There is a huge cargo doors on either side, big 30-foot wide, 30 feet tall. And the observation port that she asked about is down here in the corner. It's 50 feet up and is accessed by either flying, which is what they did, or a long metal ladder. And then you have the very bottom where you guys came in. There are 3 sets of doors on the bottom. Everything is well lit. Gravity is normal. And this is where we're picking up. So, let's top around 10. It is the Bone Trooper who gets to go first. He is damaged to some extent. If you zoom in, you can see the little colored dots on the bottom. If you hover over it, it'll tell you the status of them. You can also see it in the combat tracker as well. But this guy's wounded, but he's just barely off green, so not too bad. The elemental should not be red. I'm not sure why it's showing up as red. Oh no, it's not red. Okay, good. So the elementals are your friends.
It's showing that they're hurt.
Right. The elementals are your friends, summoned by Nosi down here. So only things left are the 2 Bone Troopers. And one of them is going to do a full action on Fievel. He has Attack Lash, which is like a whip. And so he's going to use that with a double attack. So give me just a second here as I'm checking something, as I'm getting ready to roll it. There we go. Let me try that again. 5, there it is. Okay. 8 on the die is a miss. As he tries again. 10 on the die is also a miss. Alright, so he swings twice with this lash, whipping, trying to slash at you and grab your weapon out of your hand, but he misses. And Fievel, it is your turn. Are you going to drop your weapons and give up?
No.
Okay. Just checking.
I was a little concerned you thought about it for like a second too long.
Just asking. We'd save a lot of time.
What happened? I missed what happened because I got up to pause my place.
He slashed at you and missed twice, so it's your go.
Oh. Yes.
Wow.
Throwing grenades wouldn't be a good idea since I'm standing right in front of the guy. What the heck is this?
Lovely. Are you guys hearing me?
Yes, we can hear you. Reno.
X-Gen gun. What the heck does this thing do? Oh, okay. No, I'm gonna use my sword on him. Well, that Skyfire sword.
Ooh.
Okay, you're gonna use the Skyfire
Uh,
sword. You gonna do a double
yeah.
attack or a single?
Let's do uh double attack. Plus,
So that will be an F attack, and it'll roll it twice. So while you're rolling that, Drake is the one who does my videos, and
Drake.
he's in the process of fixing 2 of them, and then making a new one for Madonna Flame. So not next week because we're doing a one shot, but a couple weeks
so
after
I got
that.
rolled it. That's once. That's
All right, we're gonna drop it on him and see if it hits. You had him targeted and then it went away. So let's try.
oh, there. Here, let me.
That is a hit. And roll your damage. So a couple weeks, Dawn of Flame.
Yeah,
Check
yeah.
out the new video, guys. It'll be fun. And next time we play this one will be updated because we're still shows us on book 4, which is 2 books ago. So
Just a little bit out of date.
I forgot
You should
that.
make, you should
Do I
make
roll
the
it?
title page. You should make the
Do I
title
roll
page
it
where
again,
the character's
son?
painting it out.
That's right.
Do I roll it? Do I roll it again?
Yeah. So that was you hit and did your damage. So were you doing a double attack?
Yes.
All right. Yep. So then go ahead and roll again. That
Hey.
Dang. So exciting.
Here we go.
That one. Yeah,
And
I
that's a miss.
missed that one.
All right. So yes, this is a plasma sword, metal on one end, and then just almost like lava on the other side. Not quite as cool as his magma sword, but Skyfire sword's close. As it slices into him, and he then blocks away the second shot. Are you gonna move or anything else?
Yeah, I guess I'll move back.
5-foot guarded step.
Yeah, that's.
Alright.
Yes.
So go ahead and slide where you want to slide, and it is Air Elemental's turn. Reno, do you have the character sheet, or do you need me to do it?
For Nosi?
The Air Elemental.
Oh, I have it somewhere, but you can just throw it. Probably. Oh, wait a minute. Let me see what happened. And I have creature and personality. It's all filled with zeros, so throw me a push. That's much better. Okay, so they're doing it right now.
The one
It's their turn.
to the left of Fievel is going.
Left of item. Okay. All right, so I don't have to aim up anything. I'm going to roll the melee.
He has not used his whirlwind. If you wanted to use his whirlwind, otherwise you can do his normal attacks.
Yeah, whirlwind, definitely. Here's the whirlwind information. Nobody cares. I think, maybe. Anyway, transform into a whirlwind. I can do this one time. So a specified creature can remain a whirlwind form for a number of rounds equal to half of its CR, which in this case would be CR. What's the CR? What
His
is
level,
CR?
basically
3,
his
so
level.
1. Okay. The creature has a flying speed. It remains in whirlwind form. Roll above and display will gain extraordinary speed. That's about it.
So
And the damage,
it
I think, is better.
basically zips
Go
over,
ahead.
tries to pick up these creatures, and if it covers all the creature's space, the creature must succeed at a reflex save or be picked up by the whirlwind and carried along with it. So,
Wonderful.
and then
Ah,
automatically
back up.
takes the damage at the beginning of its turn.
Okay. Can you
So-
throw the action back up, please, again? The air medium. Elemental. I accidentally closed that wrong page. Okay, thank you. Okay.
So it needs to make a... They both need to make a reflex save, so we'll pull up the requested rolls option.
So do I press the melee to do this or not? It's a different one.
No, it's they make a save
Oh, okay.
or get picked up.
Oh, it is cut and dry. That's what it is.
And then
Okay,
every
that's
turn
amazing.
they both rolled a 5. So 14 is just under the save that they need. So this thing actually has both of them in its grasp. I'm just going to put them here. But they are all in the same space. They are picked up, spinning around, going crazy. And then they automatically take slam damage.
I can roll that.
So go ahead and roll slam damage twice.
Yeah. Yeah. There we go. Nice.
Well, he did the same dude twice, so we're going to go ahead and...
It's easy to split up.
Nice. So Roberta can't be here right now. She's getting checked out by
Yay.
doctors, and but she did subscribe. So thank you for subscribing. Appreciate you.
Yay.
I hope everything's okay.
Yeah, it's just a piece of glass in her foot that does not want to come out, and just getting worse. So they are doing what they can to save the foot. No, I'm just kidding. It's not that bad. We would have just done that at home if that was the case. A lot cheaper doing self-amputation.
Yeah, obviously.
Yes,
Do
exactly.
you know how much things
Just a
cost
lot more of a
with
mess.
the medical system? Just get an axe. You know?
Axe is hard to do. If you miss, you're in trouble. It just gets gruesome.
Bone saw
Right.
then.
It's like me. I mean, that's the third one I might get it, but man,
There we go. All right, so this is a
Haven't you
mess.
seen Evil Dead?
I'm doing that.
That's right. We'll attach a chainsaw to it. All right, so, but seriously though, thank you. Appreciate you stopping by, saying hi. Feel free to leave comments, to buy stuff in the chat. You can heal my monsters if you'd like, because they're getting hurt pretty bad. So
Hinton?
you can buy them a little help or some other stuff too. So feel free now. And when you subscribe, like she did, you get a bunch more points too. So, and don't forget, if you have Prime, you get a free sub to your Twitch channel. So whether it's me or not, make sure you use that every month, because it'd be a shame to have it go to waste when you got poor streamers like me trying to eke out a little extra cash. It doesn't cost you nothing. So, all right. So this whirlwind comes and whips, and it flips and picks up. The one thing I forgot to check was Ara. Let's see if
Oh, she might have been picked up by it.
she makes the save or sees it coming and jumps out of the way. Oh yeah, with the 19, Ara jumps out of the
She's
way.
nimble.
Finally did it.
Doink!
That's right.
Her little spider sense tingles, and she jumps off just in time as he gets grabbed, picked up. So all three of these are in the same square. I'm just going to move them all with the selection mode tool in Fantasy Grounds. Just over a couple feet. He has 120 feet of movement, so it's no big deal. Alright.
That thing is fast.
So they, I'm sorry, 100 feet when they're doing their whirlwind. So all three of them are there. They're slamming into each other, banging into their weapons and loose objects that they had on them, change and a wallet and a little. One of them had a Leatherman that's flying around, smacking them in the face.
That's not good.
So after all that, it's now Nosey's turn.
Okay. Nosy is now she's not directing the whirlwind. So the only people they have now is just the two way up on the top, right? That's all we have.
They're all
right now?
in the whirlwind, yes. So you're gonna have them slight minus to hit, but it's just like cover, so it's -2. Partial cover, P cover. Here's your
Pika.
drink water.
Me?
Oh, I
That was
redeemed
the
the drink water.
Okay, which one was it? She's using the it wasn't something. Oh, semi-auto pistol. And that will work. Let's see. So she's going to move and then target the elementals for one thing. And going to shoot right into that mess. I think she should get a better chance of shooting because. Oops, wrong person. Because there's more people in the spot, right? Makes sense.
Then again, they're
I think-
moving.
They're
The wind
spinning
is
around
catching
in a circle.
Yeah, but as one comes in, it's like the moon. As one comes into view, the other one comes in. You're getting a
Right.
constant barrage of meat. So I say that's a disadvantage. Then say it is a. Okay, I'll stop talking now. Okay, we go 15, 20, 25, and I think she's 40. I think I don't know. Let's check. She's 30. Okay, so I think that's about it. I may have cheated a little bit. All right, there. Okay, try that. And I'm shooting in the whirlwind, and I get minus. I get the P cover first, and then I'm going to go use my semi-auto elite pistol. Come on, baby. What you gotta do? I did roll twice. Am I doing the wrong thing? It's still,
You're
okay, my
targeting
mistake. I'm checking the elemental.
both
Yes,
your
I am targeted
elementals,
the other.
yeah.
Yes. So I target both of these guys. All right. My bad.
Yeah. So you're just
Can I
targeting
do it
one.
again or not? One, okay. Fine. All right.
And then hit P
Can I
cov,
move as far as all right. Yeah,
and
but
then
I
go
haven't
and
moved
roll.
yet. Okay. To the Pico. Here we go. Come on. And oh my god! I'm using my inspiration. Going over.
All right, and that does remind me,
No,
because it's
Reminds
still
you of nothing.
within a week, sort of, or close enough, because was Mantha's birthday. Any one that Dendron rolls tonight will be considered a 22.
wow.
Bruh, now I'm gonna be rolling 2s all night, Sven.
But Nosy, go ahead and give us a percentile. You want below
Okay.
77.
Come on, baby. Two sevens together.
Very nice, very nice. Oh, nice. Appreciate the applause, Drake. Thank you. I think that was for Mantha's birthday. I agree.
Yes.
Alright, so you did not do a critical fail. She already moved. She shot. She missed. Air elemental number 2 is... I'm going to say you can ready an action for when one of them breaks free. You can slam into it.
Okay.
Zerael is here. Joink, joink, joink. Let me click. Alright, so she's quite a ways. She needs to save her move action to allow Aura to do stuff. So she's not going to do stuff with Aura this time, but she will move up 30 feet. And let's see. I should blow all of her high-level spells.
Oh yeah, she's not gonna need those.
Oh, she's done a pretty good job of doing that herself, actually. So she can do ghost sound, make a little ooh sound. Oh, she has to touch them. That's not a good thing. I was like, fatigue is pretty cool. That would work. And it's a 0 level spell. She can keep doing it again, but she has to touch him. So I guess she's just going to shoot. That explains why she does that a lot.
Yeah, I mean, touching them in the middle of battle, that's kind of weird.
So she's going to use her...
Orndor does that constantly. He has to be in there touching everything.
Let's see, does he...
Weapons and...
She does have one targeted, so it's got cover. If I can find where the cover is, I don't normally run. There it is. B-cov. Click.
How powerful is that?
And change the dice, because they're boring. Her hair is green, so we'll change them. But she hits, even with this thing spinning around like a leaf on the wind.
Not the wind.
We go down to the bottom. We'll use this green one for her to match her hair.
6 versus...
Ooh, neat.
Alright, so slams into him. And then next is Serena. So the shot rings out. Blasts into this guy.
I have 2 options.
Sven-Gel
Can
says,
I-
don't you dare blow all my high level spell.
So nobody's over there except for the elementals and the bad guys, right? So what I'd like to do is I want to use my solar, not my solar, but my what the hell it's called, Nova, supernova. Put it right where I need to put it. I'll have to move
Alright.
40 feet or whatever. So I'll go like, say there, get over there, there. Okay, and I don't do a trick attack with this correctly. Correct, yes.
Correct, you do not do a
Sorry.
trick attack with...
Right. Okay, so does
So target all 4,
I'm
and
assuming-
then... Share to players.
did
Visible. Why isn't it showing up? Let me
is
close
there
it and open
is
again.
it does the it says one time does the can I build up the solar the supernova to be more powerful as rounds go by? Can I build it up more
You
so?
have to wait.
It's been 10 rounds. I haven't used.
You have used it earlier in the fight, but this is round 10. So you back the 2
Right.
photon attunement 3. But no,
Right.
after you get to round 3, whether you use it or not, it doesn't get any stronger than that.
Got it. Cool. All right. So I got to roll the cast. Yes,
So you have to select
For
all
that?
4 of them,
I did.
and then hit. There's a save and then damage, or cast and damage.
Save. This cast. Alright, so what happened?
And then roll damage.
Failure. I see failure. Damage. They all get separate rolls on the top. 22, nice. But the elementals are going to be gone, aren't they? Or wait a minute, I know that. I know that answer.
Alright, so one of the elemental goes down.
What was their hit points?
Luckily, it
at
was
the
not the
beginning?
one that has them trapped in the air. He is still alive, albeit just barely. But the two bone troopers do take damage. Welcome, Atomic. We're
Atomic!
at the end of this fight in the subway station, grav train station. And Elemental has these guys wrapped up in the air. And Serena just blew everybody up with her photon thing. Alright, you already
Supernova!
moved.
It's a
Not the first
supernova.
time she's done that.
Supernova. Well, it finally got powerful too. It finally built it up enough. 66 is not bad.
Alright,
I
yeah,
saw her
well,
up in
that's
that
the
damage zone.
downside of multi-classing is it takes a little bit longer to get the high-powered stuff. But you can do other cool stuff too, so.
Yeah.
Alright, so let's see.
Well, yeah, the nice bite map is amazing. So
Reading through this whirlwind, let's take a look and see. Unable to act until his next turn or until the whirlwind releases it. If the creature does not escape, it can make a fortitude save. It's flat-footed, grappled, off target, and it automatically takes the damage at the beginning of its turn. Alright? So it shouldn't have taken the damage before, so it takes it now.
okay.
If a carried creature does not escape, it can attempt a fortitude save. If it succeeds, it can take any remaining actions it has on its turn other than movement. On a failed save, the carried creature is unable to act on its next turn or until it releases it. Carried two creatures. Alright, so it's just one turn. So right now, because it failed, it loses its turn. And like I said, it is flat-footed, grappled, and off target.
Wow.
Dendron, your go. While I pull these up. And then at the end of at the start of the whirlwind turn, they will fall and be let loose.
Okay, Dendron is going to fly a little bit closer.
The air extra dry.
So they are going 20 feet in that direction, and I think they are also going to descend probably about 10 feet. That's weird, it got rid of my elevation again. Anyway, once they are there, they should be close enough to be within. Yep, they're within their range. So they are going to go ahead and try to take a shot at number 20.
Alright, so they still have P cover. However, it's actually easier to hit them because they have all these negative effects on them. So, sort of, you will still have a bonus to hit overall.
Okay, do I need to hit P cover
Yes.
before I? Okay. And they're just making a shot with their 0 pistol. And that's a hit. They're gonna do this damage.
Yay.
So what is your bonus to hit, by the way? On your sheet?
Just what my attack is?
Yes. With that
It's
weapon.
a plus 17.
Okay, there it is. Defense effects -4. Okay, so it doesn't take it away from your roll. It does against their AC. Okay, cool. Sorry, I was just thinking out loud. Doesn't hurt as much. Go ahead. So you rolled. You move up. What do we see?
So Dendron is still a swarm of bugs, and they are hovering in the air. Whoop! I did not mean to move Fivel into the ground. And as they are, they forgot that cold damage does not fucking work on these guys. But they're coming closer and just like keeping their guns steady as they are aiming into this whirlwind of elemental and bone troopers. And there's still some like fire remaining from Serena's explosions. And they just shoot this little beam of cold. And even though it did no damage, this dude should still have this. His speed is reduced by 10 feet for the next round.
All right. The top of the next round, your momentum lets you go again.
Okay.
Five, you're on deck.
Well, most of my things do cold damage, guys, so... Um... Ooh,
You don't carry any weapons,
do.
right?
Huh?
Do you carry any weapons?
I think, they just got this, semi-auto pistol. And so they are going to, move a little bit.
Cool. Just do it, right?
They are moving forward, 10 feet. And as they're moving, they are putting away their zero pistol. And I have, what's it called? Quick draw, which means that I can draw as a swift action. And so they are going to pull out their semi-auto pistol and try to shoot at number 20. Or actually, which one's more hurt between the two?
Give me a perception check. Normally you wouldn't need to, but they are whipping around in the air, smoke and fire, and yeah, you can't tell. You rolled a 1.
Okay. Excuse me, I think all my ones count as 22s right now.
Thank
right.
you for reminding me. Absolutely. So yes, you know.
I'm like, I have a plus 18 to perception.
That Bone Trooper number 1 is much more damaged than Bone Trooper number 20.
Neat. In that case, they are going to switch targets. To maybe hurt this one more. And so they are going to go ahead and make an attack.
And
That'll work.
oh yeah.
And there's the damage. It's their turn.
Nice.
Alright, so this time a shot rings out as your bullet flies through the air. Not something is seen as often as lasers and electricity and cold shots, but a bullet slams into him, does some damage. Fivel. These things are all wrapped up in this mess flying up in the air. What would you like to do?
I'm gonna throw an incendiary grenade against the wall behind them.
Okay.
Ooh,
Yeah, I like kind
So
of.
just roll a 20 sider. As long as you don't roll a 1, you're fine. Because rolling for a grenade is armor class 5 against armor class 5. Perfect. And then what flavor incendiary grenade is it? What level?
It is 3.
Mark 3
Yeah.
incendiary
that's nice.
Yep.
has a actions. Waiting for fancy grounds. Here it is. 2, 3. So it is a 10-foot radius. Perfect. That's what I have here.
I got that thing that lets my explosive devices, the radius, do a little more.
Do a little more. Yep. Okay. So it's going
Yep.
to be 15 feet
Yep.
radius. Go out here. Come on. Give me just a second here. So it's going to be 7. It's weird. I wonder why it won't let me. Try that this way. Try it one more time, and if it doesn't work, I'm not going to worry about it being perfect.
Try what? Me?
Alright, so go ahead and. So they have to make a reflex save. So let me close and reopen the map to show the explosion.
Oh,
And there's no choice. You're going to have to hit all 3. Click, click, click. Alright, so it is a. Oh, I just closed it. What? Let me look again, see what level it is. Incendiary 3 is a level 8. So half the level is 4. 10 plus 4 plus your dex mod. Fievel's dex mod on his main page is 8. So 22 reflex. Not too shabby.
the elemental is the only one who made
Go
it.
ahead and roll your damage.
Damage.
Alright, so it was Bone Trooper 1. And then Bone Trooper 20. Takes that much. Yeah, and even at half damage, that was still enough to kill both the other commando and the air elemental.
And then there was one.
So, as the grenade goes off, it explodes. Both the Bone Troopers go flying, slamming onto the ground. One doesn't move. Give me a 8-sider.
Me?
Yes. Alright, so he goes flying off here and lands. He is not, he's still prone. It is now his turn. So let me look at all these effects. So he is no longer flat-footed. He's no longer grappled. He's no longer off kilter.
Aw.
His speed is reduced by 10 feet. So he cannot stand up. I'm going to say he wasn't going to anyway. But Joker's chosen, saying hi to everybody. Welcome, welcome.
Hello, hello.
Hello.
So he's just going to stay prone. So let me add that to him, and he's going to shoot. There's a big pile of bones.
Ooh, who? He's got so many options.
So his tactical rifle at 5 and that is a miss. As it goes, hits you in the shoulder, but doesn't hit your armor. Alright, so Zarel. She's going to slide over here just to have a better angle and a better. She's sure other people are going to move up, and she's going to do what she did last time and shoot him in the face hole.
Yay.
Oh, she needs to be closer. There we go. And
I will be right back.
It's a blast, like almost like a shotgun. Goes off. 18 on a die for a 31.
Thanks.
Not a whole lot of damage, but definitely better than a miss. All right, Serena.
Serena. Is she's gonna do her trick attack and then strike with her with light map her solo sword.
All right, and are you tuning again to Photon?
Yeah, it'll just be just photon 1, but I haven't got there yet. But yes, I will do that now. Did that work?
I don't think have you ever? I don't remember you ever attuning to Graviton. Maybe once.
Oh! I thought you said photon. Never mind. But I'm supposed to be a photon 1. No, I have not known. I haven't found it to be useful so far, or I would imagine it to be useful. It's not showing up when I drop it on her. I have to drop it into somewhere else.
All right, go ahead and move, and let's do your sneak attack and stuff.
Trick attack. Here we go.
There you go. It's there.
Okay. Casting trick attack. Come on, baby. Come on. 10 is successful. So I'm going to go with off target.
Gotta move up too.
Yep. And then let's do the sword. Batman.
Yeah, you didn't have him targeted, so.
I did originally. It is what it is.
So go ahead and make hold shift and roll damage, because I don't think it registered as a crit.
Okay. Okay.
Because he wasn't targeted.
Okay. Whee! crit. It's is the plus 1d6 slashing? Is that only if it's the critical as well as the burn 2d6? Are they both part of the critical? Wow, so
Yes.
5 and 6 in there.
Because you have different things that
Yeah.
two different things that apply it.
So I'm getting the plus 1. I mean plus d6, and I'm also getting a burning sensation, which is going to be uncomfortable. 2d6.
But he has a lotion for
just
that.
says it.
But he's dead, so he can't apply the lotion.
56 points, baby.
All right, and
Gotta
so
love. Solid weapon.
with that, he falls, and you guys are out of combat. Initiative. That's right. Zarel's gonna live for another day. Maybe.
Darn.
The day's not over yet. But you live through this fight, at least. There we go. Alright, so I'm zooming out on the map a little bit. I am unlocking the tokens. Round of applause for you guys. Yep. You have the here it is, victory. Alright, so what would you guys like to do? This is Dead Sons. Go ahead. I mean, this is, yeah, Dead Sons.
Considering I missed the entire description, you gave everything at the beginning. It was depend upon y'all to make the
It was
decisions,
posted
right?
in chat for the description of what you're looking at around here. And
No, I meant
it's also
distance
in
for
the
dissertation.
it's also in the message of the day, the other information you need.
All the stuff that you said is contained within those two things. Talked for like
Pretty
10
much,
minutes.
yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, Zarael says, search the bodies and get on the grav train per Svengal.
That sounds about right.
Alright, so let me see. So anybody who is searching the body for anything, go ahead and give me perception. Typically, I don't worry about that, but you guys are in a
She's
hurry,
over there.
and I presume have a sense of urgency.
Is it perception?
So you
In-
might
in the tower?
miss some things, yes.
And Serena's there too, so she'll do it.
Could I say that I could use my profession as a security guard for this because I'm used to frisking down people and looking for stuff that they're trying to sneak on them?
Dragon.
Yes.
And look, man, it's only 2 higher, but like an extra +2 is an extra +2, guys.
For sure.
It's Dawn of Flame. No, Dead Sons. Okay. Not bad, not bad. And Zerail's for the record. Let's minimize this for a second. There it is. So let's just jump to the mini sheet. There's the mini sheet for those of you who aren't familiar with it. It shows you some cool things. For those of you who've never seen this before. Doesn't do spells, so as a mystic it's not oh, yeah, it does right there in her actions page. Nice. So it combines the actions, the spells with her actions page. But anyway, here is her.
I think she's not showing us.
P is for perception. Oops, I didn't mean to double click it. Can you drag it?
Cool dice though.
What the dog doing?
Dice tower? You can. Nice. Okay. So yeah, you can also drag that into the dog tower, into the dice tower. Joker's Chosen wants to know what the dog is doing. He is actually not in here. He is chilling with my daughter, so he is probably out there with her, happy. Hopefully he got let back in because he got put outside when I got home. I couldn't walk him, but
Well,
he's either freezing outside or
he's inside now.
He's with my daughter.
Is it cold outside?
Yes, it is. Right now, it is 64, so it's not too cold, but for him it is. Alright, so you guys search the bodies. I was looking to see, I don't think there's anything special with these guys. Grab train station and make sure. So you see, I'll put the loot in the party sheet here in just a moment. With those perception checks, let's see. Zerail, you're able to see that there are security cameras. There have been security cameras everywhere all along, but also the grav trains themselves. Each car has a security camera. And you guys do notice that there's a little blinking light next to the above the door here in that central room. And so, like I said, there are mooring clamps on the train cars, or grav train cars, yeah. And you are able to see that there's a small little data pad that has, one of them has a data pad with the information on what is in the grav train, what is supposed to be in each one. It looks like that their loading and unloading was finished, and that they were just waiting for, looks to be another 30 minutes before they're scheduled to leave. and that most of these troopers, there were the two bone troopers were here to guard the station. The rest of them were actually assigned to the grav train itself. So are you guys going to take a 10-minute break here? Or are you going to try to get on a train before you take your 10-minute break? What are you trying to do?
Can we take a
Serena
break
is
on the train?
hurt. Dendron is a little hurt. Fivel is a little hurt. No one else is.
Yeah, let's take a 10-minute break.
Alright, so what do the rest of you guys think with the alarm going off and stuff? Is that Serena or Nosi that wants to take a break?
Alarm?
It'd be Serena, because she can use her resolve point, right?
Yes.
Yep, fatigue.
If you guys take a 10-minute break and wait here in the station, then she could
I
use
can't do it
her.
on the train.
You can, on this either way, whichever way you want to take your 10-minute break, you can. But
But
I just need to know: are you going to wait here in the station, or are you going to get on the grav train and
are
take
we
a
getting
break?
on the grav train, guys? Hello?
It depends.
Really?
First off, are we able to turn off the alarm? I think we should try
That would
doing
be
that before we
computers.
do anything else.
That'd be computers, right? So who's that? Fivel?
Dendron is the best, I
Oh,
think.
Dendron, there you go. You want to try? I can give you a hand, pat you on the back. Way to go, man.
Dead Sons.
So
Pierce.
Dendron's trying to go into the security station to try to figure
There
out
you go.
if we can turn it off.
I found it.
That's
The activating the grav train. Look at that. I have different sounds for stuff.
there you go. Lots of help from Serena and Nosy.
Thank you.
Oh, did you book
I
bag?
don't want to jump the gun with this, though,
That's cool.
before Sven's ready.
I was ready, waiting for Sven. That's all good.
Alright, so I did not hear who was doing it and who was helping.
Dendron wants to try to turn off the alarm, so they will be the one to do the check.
Alright, so is anybody not helping? Let's look at her.
I rolled for 2 helps there.
Here it is.
Those helps.
Thank you for the helps.
Yeah, Zarel does not have computers, so she would not help. But Fivel, are you helping?
I was He just doesn't know it yet.
Yes.
Alright, so
Yes.
it's automatic for him as well. So it's actually automatic for Nosi and Serena as well. So you have +6. Go ahead and roll yours with a +6.
And then, do we also? Is there a place for the security keys? Would those also be able to assist us in this?
No, you have a ongoing +2. But the individual security keys do not work at this terminal.
Okay. In that case, I should do a +8 because of the +2.
Yes.
Sure.
I think that was from the zombie room that you guys got, the
Yes.
+2.
Do you want this in chat or in the tower?
No, you can just roll it in chat. You guys can see. He knows right away whether or not he was able to turn it off or not. All right, so with the 44, yes, you were able to turn it off.
Nice.
So the alarm goes off.
Well.
And
It was already going off, but
the right. So what are you doing now?
Guess someone get on.
We're getting on the train, I thought.
I think we also have to unlock the magnets for the grav train.
Yep.
Since we're at a computer terminal,
Might as
should
well.
probably try that.
That's right.
Is that accurate, Sven?
That is correct. Or you can use strength or try to blast it, attack it.
We got those things too.
Okay, I'm just gonna go into this assuming that you guys are gonna help again.
Sure.
Mhm.
Oof.
All right, so you need a 25 to
That's
hack
the
the terminal
lowest roll that I could get today, guys.
in the station. It's a very easy one
Yeah.
because you're just having to find which terminal does it, and there's symbols and everything. You just press the button and it unlocks them. You do see a message show up in the auction saying what was the nature of the emergency and why did the alarm go off, and then less than 2 minutes later turn back off. Why did it turn on and off?
What was
Asking
that,
if everything is okay. Provide
And so-
the proper response. That's what it's asking you for.
I mean, I speak Eoxian.
This is a text message. It's a message. It's not a
Oh,
person speaking.
somebody just... Oh, not they... Somebody tripped and set it...
Just pull the old Han Solo thing.
It was...
Yeah,
routine
everything's
check to
fine.
make sure that it would
Everything's
work.
fine. And then blow it up.
Did you know it's Monday? That's when we check whether or not the alarms work.
Where you been, boy?
So, Dendron said that yes, it was a routine check to make sure alarm systems were functioning.
Indeed.
Alright, so I needed deception and a computers.
Yeah.
We can help.
Yeah.
Deception is not a skill
Skill.
in Starfinder.
Bluff.
I have no bluff. Please somebody do the... I can do the computers for you. I can type it for you.
I got a +3 to bluff. I can try. I can try.
No, see, Dylan, it did okay.
Here, I'm
See,
gonna
it
roll
did-
the bluff roll.
Alright.
No.
Wait, why do you have a -2?
I'll find him.
5-0. Why is he got a
Because he's
-2?
really loud and obnoxious. How can he be, you know?
Because he's shaken. Why is he shaken?
He's shaking, not stood.
No.
I'm just going to give it to him. I don't remember exactly what it was that applied it, so we'll say he's no longer shaken.
Probably.
But regardless, 9.
Yeah.
Alright, so there is no response.
Oh, sorry, and you wanted a
Interesting.
computer check. I didn't give you that.
Alright, so you are able to navigate and send it back in Eoxian. Like I said, because you're dealing with different language and different type of keyboard and all that stuff, Want that's not if that's what you were rolling for. You're not sure how well it went over. There's no response.
Probably not
So-
well.
The
The
bitches.
clamps are undone on the grav train.
Are we gonna get on and do a 10-minute rest? Oops.
Think so? How long does it take the grav train to travel to? I guess how long do
If
we
it's
think
six-
it's going to take the grav train to travel?
It is 6 miles, so it's going to take you a couple hours.
Oh dang. Okay.
6 miles?
Yes,
Why's it gonna take that much time?
because it's not a straight line. You guys have to figure out how to get there and which way to go. It might be. Hold on a second. Let me just double check.
I think you're lying.
It depends on how quickly you go there, and if you make a straight line for the thing. So it's actually it'll be a lot less than that. It can take up to an hour, depending on how you go. If you want a straight shot,
Okay, cool.
it would take you about 20 minutes.
Yeah, less than that. Red train should be fast.
But you're traveling through different sections of the ship. You're gonna have. That's the whole deal that you're gonna be dealing with. So, all right. So you go. What are you doing? You gonna take your your short rest now, or are you going to get in on the ship, the grav train?
We should probably do it on the grav train.
Yes, I agree.
As our professional opinion, we don't think they believed that. It would be a good idea for us to not be where they think we are.
All right. So Fievel's on the train.
Would there be any way for us to maybe trick the computer systems into thinking the railway here is out of commission or under maintenance or something like that?
You can use one of your 2 times of messing with the computer if you want to
Yes.
use it for that. But it would not. That means you would not. That's the one less long rest you could take later.
Okay, I think we should. Never mind. It doesn't matter. Let's get on the grav train and
Yep. Let's do
take
it.
a
I'm gonna
short
take
rest.
10 minutes.
The train.
Let's sit down in one of these chairs.
Alright, so 3
Is
of
it
you.
stab or stam? It's stam or stab? I'm sorry.
You have to get into the train first
Hold on.
before it leaves.
We gotta get here.
Let me know where you are on the train.
The train is. Oh, that's the train again. Alright,
Better hurry up, it's leaving.
Oh, that was.
It's starting to roll away.
go for it. Oh, she's hanging out. Helping out Serena.
Alright, so. A couple things. There was a picture somewhere. I gotta try to see if I can remember. So, given the size of the Empire Bones, the main transport system to move from one deck to another, and sometimes from a section to another, involves grav trains, small multiple car trams that run throughout the ship on tracks that produce their own gravity. Massive shafts with grav trains on every wall, each with its own local gravity field, traverse the central spine of the ship, while smaller routes branch off from the major corridors, sometimes even running along the ceilings of large foot traffic thoroughfares. And Mantha, you want to read this one?
Yes. Grav trains can change routes at switching points every few hundred feet on most tracks, and grav train stations are scattered periodically through the ship to allow loading and unloading of cargo and passengers. as well as adding or removing cars for routine maintenance. The grav trains usually operate on autopilot along regular preset routes, but an override allows security personnel to take command of a grav train and determine its route and speed when necessary.
So, this one has a preset route already made for it. Who wants to mess with it, or are you just going to let it go?
I'll try. I'm assuming I'm right by the console.
Alright.
If you need help or whatever, just
So go ahead and give me
give us
a...
some help.
Here it is.
Computer.
Can I press my stab
There it
now?
is. Okay. Yeah. Alright, so yes, that would be computers.
Right, come on, real good. Crappy
Yes.
roll.
He gets
Alright,
help and
so-
stuff.
You're able to find the correct terminal, but you're not able to crack into it and get it to change. You can see where it's going and have it show you where it's going and what it's doing, but you're not able to
Right again.
alter the course. Alright, so give me a moment here. I'm going to turn off the grid. Alright, so this is what the ship looks like from the outside,
I've seen that before.
and this is what it looks like.
Ooh.
Ooh,
Wow.
it is so big.
And you can see the key on the bottom. That little, like,
2 miles? Holy shit balls.
so you can multiply that by how long it actually is. You see it's about 5 to 6 miles high, as well as 8 to 12 miles long. And if you zoom in, you can see then some of the different, where different things are and where you eventually want to go. This is not really anything that you need to memorize or utilize. Just an idea. You can see, like, the drift engine, the main drift engine. The main engines themselves are take up almost a mile and close to 2 miles in this giant section of where the engines are, and the drift engine is about a mile. So this is a big boy
Parts.
as you're traveling through,
Yeah.
and what you want to do and where you're going to go. So
I don't think you can really
click.
grasp the size of this.
You do see
Our ship.
Fivel, as you're studying this and trying to figure things out, you do see that you're going to have to be going through different zones and different areas to get where you want to go. And as you're trying to figure these things out, you see coming up behind you another train.
Okay.
Uh-oh.
With several bone troopers on it, and they have weapons. They're trying to catch you guys with their grav train. Their grav train is slightly different than yours. Yours is a cargo train. Theirs is a security train.
Can I make the thing move?
Here it is, event 4. Holy shnikes. Like I said, I'm sorry, these things are so... I'm trying not to have dead air as I'm frantically searching for these oddly placed sections. Here they are. Okay, so you're trying to get the grav train. You're trying to get to the grav station that's closest to the command section. You guys did activate Wraith 2.0, so even though you are invisible to security cameras, the grav train you're on isn't. So while people may not know exactly what is on this train, they know the train is not doing what it's supposed to do. They know that the alarm went off where the train was, and then the train left. They can't see what's in the train. They don't see you because of the software, but they know something is wrong. You do have time to take your 10-minute rest, so I'm going to go ahead and push that.
I already did it. Right.
Rest. Short rest. There we go.
Oh, I think
Alright, so 5 will you're down 30. It's up to you whether or not you want to use your
yeah, I hit the wrong thing.
so you would use the first one that says, or the middle one says stam.
Yeah,
If you want to use it,
I did use it.
No, you hit the
I
wrong
had
thing. So it's
13.
Firewall.
Yeah,
Oh, there it is.
Oh.
Okay, you did it. Yep, you got it. Okay, Firewall, Dendron, and Serena. Everybody else is good to go. All right, excellent. And
how much warning do we have, in terms of when these guys are coming up?
there's a cool picture for you.
Oh, that's nice.
That is a cool picture.
So, like I said, these are not. When I listen to 2 different podcasts that have this, I have to keep telling myself these are not 2 subway trains or railroad trains. These are grav trains. So sometimes it'll be like the picture where you are right next to each other and are able to do whatever you want to do. Sometimes one of them will be upside down, this is going along the ceiling, while you all are going on the ground level. Again, you're in space, so there is no real up or down, but it's all relative. The point is, these things are and they're also insanely fast. So it's not like, if you try to throw a grenade, the grenade leaves, and then all of a sudden inertia takes over. The grenade is 200 feet behind you before it blows up, because you're going so fast on these grav trains.
2,000 feet.
We are using chase rules, just like we did in the other in Dawn of Flame. So we had the vehicle chases and stuff. So we're going to be using those where you'll be in different sections, and when you are together, you can choose to engage. And at that point, if you want to try, it'll be dangerous, but you could try transferring to the other grav train if you wanted, and vice versa. They may try to jump over or reach over, shoot a grappling hook, whatever the case might be. Again, these are going so fast, and at any moment the tracks could move away from each other and stuff like that. So the main thing you guys are going to be doing is basically shooting at each other, and they're going to be shooting at you. And you can either damage the vehicle, or you can damage the people inside it, just like you did with the other vehicle chase. Here is the... So I'm sharing this. You guys don't have to keep it. Some of you are nerds like me and like to... Actually, this doesn't show the rest of it. Never mind, let me get rid of this. Alright, so, I thought this would allow you to see, move from page to page, section to section to section, but it doesn't. It's in the core rulebook if you guys care. If you want to look it up, there's a, it says vehicle chases.
If you're looking for the phase of a vehicle chase, it's just a couple pages ahead.
Yes, are you able to navigate the pages?
Yeah.
At the bottom,
Yes.
there's a left and right button.
Oh, good.
You hit
It wasn't
next
showing.
page a couple times.
Yeah, it wasn't showing
Should be
in the stream, so great. That's exactly what I wanted to do, is give you those. So you can flip forward through those, just skim through those, just remind yourselves. A lot of you have done the vehicle chases before. By next week, I'll have it more detailed, depending on how well you guys do in the first couple rounds. I'm just checking here to see exactly what was happening with the people. Alright, so you see 2 Marines and a Baycock on here. Remember,
What's
these
your language?
things are look like this. You guys just killed a couple of them. Maybe. Did it show up?
Nope. Not for me.
Not here either.
There it goes.
Oh.
Okay.
Hey,
There it is.
So it makes it look like a ship.
So they are on the so there's one of those and 2 Corpus Marines on the security one. Like I said, if you look at the picture, it's a good example. You guys are in the cargo. If you think of a train, it's basically the difference between like an engine that has thicker walls and smaller windows. You guys are on the boxcar, and they are in a security one. Check this. It says, okay, here it is. And you're going to be going through different sections while you're doing this. So, just to clarify, while the grav trains can run on only tracks, these tracks pass through nearly every section of the ship. There are miles of transit corridors dedicated to their use, with numerous corners, intersection junctions, switchbacks, making it possible to race against another grav train and eventually lose it in the maze of transit corridors. You've just left the primary launch and recovery decks, where the hangar country is located, and you're attempting to reach the command and control decks, where the command section is located. The quickest route is to take the vertical major transit corridor in the aft section of the ship, but if you do, then that's one of the you're presuming that the control section is going to be heavily guarded. Plus, with the alarms going off, they're probably going to be watching those sections very closely. But you can try to escape from this pursuing security train by driving through the smaller tunnels you pass through other sections. Each section represents an area of the ship containing dozens of decks that provide for all the various functions of a starship the size of a small city. Each section is essentially adjacent to a few other sections, as well as to the major transit corridor, which offers an express route from any one section to another. The sections are big enough that the PCs can stay within a single sections for as long as you want. Basically, you're making a huge loop within that section if you want, or you can go to any adjacent section when you go to a different zone. So basically, every round, if you want to, you can go to a different zone, or you can stay in the same zone you're in. The grav train you've commandeered is a standard model used to carry small cargo and personnel. It is durable. It was built for a ship of war, after all, but it's not necessarily fast or designed for direct combat. The unarmored windows are large enough that you can only get partial cover. while the security train is designed to maintain security in the transit corridors in case of a boarding action to find and immobilize runaway grav trains. It's smaller, faster, and more heavily armored than your grav train with protected gun ports to allow fire from within its cover, but it can't switch tracks as rapidly. Both of you can have a collision attack, so you can collide with anything that's on the same track as you or on an intersecting track.
Somebody getting all this down?
Alright, so the here is, so who's going to be your main pilot to start off with for your grav
Probably
train?
be Fivel because he's the best at it. Unless you're not okay with doing it, but I figured you probably.
Yeah, I'm fine.
Alright, so I'm going to go ahead. Ooh, it won't let me. Can I do it this way? Looking in here, does that open up for you guys?
Yes, it opens up.
Yes, it does.
Alright.
Alright, so if you guys want to open up the link, click the Paizo symbol in the chat. It opens up the grav train. Especially you, mainly right now at least for you, it's you, Fivel. And you want to grab that Paizo symbol, drop it into one of your hotkeys, so that
Maybe I've never been. There we go. So now if I push one, that should open back up. Oop. Or is it shift? How do you open it back up with the hotkeys? Yeah, just go
click on it. Click on it, or the F, the number.
Okay,
so
I got it.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. So.
And I'll release. I don't. Did you connect? And I just missed it. Okay. So I'll release it when you connect. All right. So Burger's gonna be jumping on here in just a second. Yeah. So, and then whoever the backup is, if you want to do it too, I can always share it later. But here I'm gonna try to drop it into the chat one. Click. There it is. I think that's surreal, but we'll see. Let me drop it in this one. Grav train, so you can see. You do 12d10 damage for the collision. It's pretty cool. The security train only does 8d10 collision damage, so there's that for you.
Really?
Yeah, because it's not as big. You're colossal. The security train is huge, so you're bigger than the small one. Now notice your modifiers. You do get a +2 to your piloting. If you're going full, if you're going at normal speed, everybody will have a -2 to their attacks. And if you're going at full speed, you'll have a -4. That's what the modifiers mean there. You can take up to 48 passengers though, so if you want to make a couple stops along the way, you can feel free to
yeah, pick up some friends.
make some, get some meat shields. Although it is undead ship, so more of like a bone shield maybe.
Yes.
Anyway,
Bone shields might be a little bit more sturdy.
alright, so I'm just checking here to make sure I didn't miss anything. There we go. And I'll give you guys your experience for the last fight you guys just did in just a moment. It says it provided a... I was double checking the book. I don't remember there being a map. It says there was a map provided. I think they lied.
On them. Why would
Yeah.
they do that?
They lied. Or they were mistaken, or whatever, however you want to phrase it. There ain't no map. Okay. So you guys left the... just turning off, fixing the stream. Okay, so you guys just left there. You left the cargo area. All right, so you're starting to pick up speed. The two of you are there. Are you, as you're driving your car, go ahead and give me everybody give me initiative checks. Let's go ahead and, are we empty? Yeah, everybody roll for initiative. And this will do the thing. So it's actually not as complicated as you might think. For the chase, it's not like Starship rules that are a totally different thing. If you just think of it this way, instead of moving, the pilot drives the vehicle. That's it. Everything else is the same. You still take your turns in order. You still shoot if you want. You still have a attack action, and you just normally use your movement. The pilot does his piloting stuff on his turn.
You guys are big cyborgs. They happen to be a ship of the ship.
There
What did I do? Wow, that's bad.
we go. So right now, you guys are one zone in front of the security ship, the security train. And as far as vehicle combat is concerned, it's roughly 200 feet. Again, you guys are speeding up, slowing down, changing tracks, moving. So it's a fluid, it's not a static 200 feet exactly. But when it comes to ranged weapons and what you're going to do, spells, things like that, it's considered 200 feet. So...
I mean, hey guys, if we manage to speed up in this first round, they'd be 2 zones behind us and we'll lose them.
Exactly. So,
If we manage to just immediately do that.
Yep. So being ahead of your opponent is a bonus. You get a +2 to your piloting checks against enemies that are behind you. You also get +2 to your to attacking when you're attacking the vehicles behind you. So being ahead is a good thing.
Hey, she's not in character selection yet.
Okay. Oh, there it is. I just missed where it showed you. All right. So go ahead and reopen it, and she'll be there. All right. Here it is. So you're as the pilot, Fievel, there are a couple things you can do. You can try to slow down, which will allow them to catch up. You can try You can try to evade.
Definitely not.
Which will give you a +2 to your armor class, and or you can speed up. And then the last thing you can do, well, keep pace if you want, and that's pretty much a free thing. Or you can try to do some kind of trick. So if you want to try to and that's pretty much a role play thing. So if somebody comes up with an idea of some cool little trick they can do, then let me know, and we'll work that in there. Otherwise, speed up, slow down, keep pace, or evade are pretty much your 4 choices. What would you like to do, since you are first?
Speed up. I'm speeding up.
All right, so I need that is a piloting check, and it is
I got
17 plus the vehicle's item level, which is 10, so 27 to speed up. You get a +2.
as long as I roll a 4 or higher, I got this.
Okay.
Hell yeah.
All right, so
Yeah.
you rolled a 41. So you were able to speed up. So what happens is you are now 2 zones ahead immediately,
We lose him.
and so now this guy
If
gets to
only.
go. Everyday adventurer. Hey, welcome, guys. Thanks for stopping by, saying hello. We're in the middle of a vehicle chase. You can see in the picture there. They're in grav trains on this monolithic ship. Pyro 967, also rated. Thank you, guys. Appreciate you. Be sure to, if you click on the little link on the top, it'll tell you about the different characters. So if you're interested in seeing what all the different characters are, then you can check them out. So thank you so much for stopping by. We appreciate you. So right now, they're being chased by these undead on this grav train, and the pilot is here. So this guy's gonna hold his action until he's got his combat rifle sticking out the window, sort of leaning out, and he's waiting for the pilot to get close enough to shoot. It just so happened that their pilot rolled really badly, so they're messed up. Appreciate you, Raiders. Thank you so much, guys. Both of the Baycocks went before you guys. Alright, Nosy. So you are basically 400 feet ahead. They haven't moved. They haven't done their thing yet, so we don't know if they are gonna... You can tell they're trying to catch you, but you can hold an action, or if you have a spell that will reach that far, or some other idea that you want to boost somebody or do something like that.
Yeah. Yeah, let me
Since we mostly use cold damage, we should
Too
point
far,
out to
create
everybody that
trouble.
the Baycocks are not immune to cold damage, but the Bone Troopers are.
Okay.
And Dendron's saying that in whatever
Um,
comms we have.
I see is scrying and recognition, but are they too far away anyway? Sensors. Okay, how far are sensors be on this ship to do a sensor check for whatever it is for the scrying? And then the other question would be: recognition is attempt magical check. Success, you ramble. So how far away is the precognition thing allowed to be used?
So where are you seeing these actions?
On magical officer for Nosy.
Oh no, this is not a ship thing. This is just, yeah. Sorry about the confusion on that. No, this is just a vehicle chase. So, it's you can
so
see
not-
them
okay.
behind you, but they're
All right.
Nosi's. I mean, Fivel's pulling away, so you see them behind
Right.
you, but they're
they're too
getting
far
farther and farther back right now. So you can
Yeah.
probably just hold an action if you want, or if there's something else you can do to boost your party, you can.
Okay. I don't think I have anything that would be useful.
As you look forward to see what's going on, you don't see Dendron, but you do notice that the entire inside of that compartment he's in is gray now, and you realize
Brown.
that there's just this
This
all
all
he has
he has separated
they have separated themselves and have just covered the walls and the ceilings and the floors and the chairs and stuff. He's all relaxing, and they're all spread out. And
What they do when they have free time. They find a room and they spread out. Sometimes you get tired of being around each other.
Exactly.
All right,
People are ready.
Serena.
So can I? Then. Hello.
Yeah, go ahead.
We
I'm
can
waiting
hear
to
you.
finish your question.
Well, I'm waiting for you to acknowledge that I'm talking to you.
I'm
could I have-
acknowledging you're talking to me.
Yay. Can I use a fear spell?
What's the
as
range?
in cone. I can't find it. It doesn't say anything. Wait a minute. Maybe I did. I'm looking for the spot. Nope. I don't know what that is.
Notes.
Oh, range is CC text.
Communities. Undead. Is it a mind-affecting effect?
Yes.
Then undead are immune to those. So even if it
All
would
right.
work, they are immune to it.
But it would have worked though.
I don't know. I'd have to look at the range.
Medium range. 100 feet plus 10 feet per level.
Yeah.
far
So
back
that's,
is unusual.
so if it was within one zone of you, I'd give you the leeway. Right now it's two
Okay.
zones behind you, so it's like 400 feet.
Okay, so it's back there ways.
Yeah.
All right, cool. All right, so she'll move on then. Serena's next. Serena she's a sharpshooter, so she'll use for something. What she can do here.
It is. So if you wanted to move back, for example, to the rear,
Yeah, I'll move back
And-
to the rear of the thing. I don't even know what the map
get
is.
yourself positioned and ready to go. I think you have. I know Fivel has some sniper rifles. I don't know what Serena has.
Yeah, I have estimate stuff. I got the. There's my stuff here. Okay, I got my polarity rifles. I have a triple beam focus rifle. Those are the two good ones I got.
So your
3,
triple
4,
beam rifles is one that would work because its range is 120. So, or your battle bow.
Disadvantage.
If you want to use your battle bow, that's range is also 120.
It is.
Your tactical battle bow, yeah. It is archaic though,
Oh, wow.
so it does 5 points
but
less
look at
damage.
the damage it does. Yeah, but look at the damage it does.
Yep.
I'm going to say the tactical bow. That's what I'm going for.
All right.
I'm running out of arrows, though. So I have a disadvantage of some sort? Peak cover?
All right. So you have a +2 because you are ahead of them.
Okay.
You have a -2 because of the range. It's a range increment
Right.
beyond your normal range.
Yes.
They also have, so those cancel each other out. Because they are in a better vehicle than you, you also have, the vehicle itself is moving. So with the grav train, the melee modifiers is -2.
Okay.
And then their cover gives you a total of a -4. So after all said and done, you have a -4
Okay.
to hit them.
That's +4.
Are you going for the pilot, which is a Corpus Folk Marine, or are you going for one of the Baycocks who are leaning out and trying to shoot you guys?
I'm going to go for the pilot.
Okay,
I'm the only one that's doing this.
so I will. Let me target him for you.
Please do. You ready?
There you go.
Let me know. Come on, baby.
So you lean out,
Oh my god.
and as you
That's
get ready to
really
shoot, Fivel shifts lanes, and your arrow goes flying off to the side.
You would have hit.
like
Just
go,
imagining
gonna
Serena
have a
like
section.
cursing Fievel out on the comms.
Alright, so now it's their turn. He's going to try his piloting check. And it's so cool about this requested roles is I can do weird stuff like this. Normally I would have to try to fake it. Or, see if they have it written down somewhere, which they don't. But I can do it. I can do it. Piloting, there it is. So their vehicle is buried in one of the 15 windows I have open. There it is. I found it. Yay. Okay. Its level is less than yours, so it's a little easier to do. And he is also trying to speed up, so his DC is 17 plus that, so that is that. He failed.
Yeah.
So, let me check one other thing here. So he does not speed up. You both advance. And it says here. He did fail by more than 5 as well.
We
You leave a chase if you escape or get left behind. During the chase progress phase, if you escape, if you end up 2 zones ahead of all adversaries. So just like that, with superb rolls by Fievel, he sees a small little section leading off, and he yoinks and turns as the thing, even though it's a grav train, it still you hear the cargo shifting slightly, and everybody has to brace themselves as he makes this sharper than normal turn.
It's going straight down.
And
So
I
is this
need
the fastest vehicle chase you've ever had, Sven?
yes. For now, let's see. Here's looking for one other thing. All right, so I'm going to need a roll from you. Here it is. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. All right, so I need a 12-sider from you, Fievel.
Just one?
Yep, just one to see where you guys are turning into the section.
Hold on, I
you're going
didn't.
into. Alright, so you're in the crew quarters. So the good news is you've lost the security train as you suddenly turn and then make another sharp turn and find yourself zipping through these crew quarters. Bad news is, as you're going through the section, you see that there are some corpse folk Marines waiting to board some of the trains, and they're gonna take some shots at you.
Damn it.
Because that's what they do.
I'm not stopping. Don't.
Do not stop.
No, I'm gonna stop and say, "Come on, get on, guys!
Come on, join us,
come
guys.
on!
We got space for 42.
As you hear, hey, they're not undead, and the cry goes up, and
I'm waving to them as I go by. We go by. I'm literally waving to them as we go by.
Different tink, 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 tink. Different shots go off. And so it's I'm just gonna do it this way. Let's see. I'm gonna say
Throw a grenade out the window as we go by.
oh, it's the same as a Corpse Folk Marine here. That's perfect. Alright, so we're gonna do 1.
Can I do that, Spin? Throw a grenade out the window as we.
Alright, which grenade are you gonna use? Make sure you mark it off. And then give me
Let's see what I got left.
normally, like I said, if you're trying to target the other grav train, grenades would be useless.
I'm just.
But you're trying to throw it onto a platform, which is not moving. So that's different.
I got one more incendiary 3, so
Okay.
that's what I'm throwing.
Alright, go ahead and roll damage.
Oh, just roll the damage?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
It's a 20-foot area, and it's a grenade, so it's
25-foot area.
Skill is high enough that. Alright, so you do 11 damage. Just ball of fire, and happens, and the grav train gets burned, sings a little bit as zipping along.
And now you know why Serena complains.
Alright, so each one of you is going to take some damage, but
Hey, they
have a
were
minus
shooting at
because
us.
the grav train, they get a -2 because you're moving, and you also get a -2 because of the P cover. So, are you? So,
Where's Zendrin going?
that was my question.
I was trying to find Zerail. I was making sure
you're in the
Zerail
front.
wasn't.
Oh, you're in the front.
Okay.
I'm like,
He's up in the front
did they
car
get
with
blown
Fireball.
out the window?
Anyway, let me move this. All right, so he's. You're each gonna take a shot. So it's a -4. So you guys are basically gonna have full cover. Let me make sure that's right. Yes, 4 AC. Okay. As 5-0. So you go and you are throwing out your grenade and you stick your head out to watch it explode, and then bang, you feel it's somebody coming up on you, hit you.
I'm gonna be honest, I'm sorry, 5 you kinda deserved that one.
Yeah.
These guys were just waiting for
Worth
their
it.
train and you blew them up.
Hey, they shot first.
That they did. Yep. Alright, Zerael.
We're still
Miss?
going by that.
Ting,
We're
ting,
still going
ting.
by that crew quarters, right? That where
Oh,
they're
yeah.
waiting.
Oh,
for.
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, we're going
Because Zerail's gonna land one out the window too. I'm gonna toss a shock grenade out the window.
Dendron.
Dendron,
Miss.
miss.
I'm just doing. So go ahead and roll damage.
Okay.
Yeah,
As
Making yourself known.
Shit, man, if everybody's throwing grenades out the window, can I,
yes.
send my glitch out to their system to...
you know what? It's not like we're killing anyone. They're already dead.
So there was my shock grenade.
I mean,
Wow, so 5 was the only one who gets hit as these other bullets go tink, 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 bouncing off and smashing into you. See, most of them were acid darts.
No, I think everybody knows we're here now.
Yeah,
But
I
they
think
go
so.
zipping by. It's more like a, hey, as you're gone already, and like half of them don't even know what the hell just happened. They're reading their newspaper and they're looking at the undead centerfolds, and all of a sudden, electricity is going off around them. Incendiary grenades are going off around them. Half of them are more confused than they were when you guys left, and you're not slowing down. You're just whoosh zip through.
Just doing a drive-by.
All right,
excuse me.
I need another 12-sider then. As you bring it back down to normal speed.
I was like, so we're not going there.
So 5 will give me another 12-sider.
Mm-hmm.
I have a holy
On
water
the plus
grenade.
side, we did immediately lose the security crew. We
Well, they're gonna
immediately
find
lost
us
them.
again, but
God damn it.
All right.
where we going
so,
next?
Yeah, you definitely want to save that holy water grenade for because something tells you have this
Those-
seeking suspicion
You
that
have this sneaking
you're
suspicion
probably
that you're
going to have to
need it.
fight some more undead at some point.
Yeah,
Um,
exactly.
What? Really? On an undead ship?
You know, crazy, yeah.
You just pushing it, just making shit up.
Wait, this is an undead ship.
Yeah.
They don't have to have life support.
correct. Most of the
They
ship
don't
does not
have
have life support. You're right. You're right.
So do we have spacesuits on?
Yes, your
Yeah,
armor
our
Okay.
counts. Mhm. You have to
Okay.
have, I believe it's level 2 or level 3 armor, and then it counts as environmental protection. And even a lot of, once you hit level 7, I believe it is, armor, then you don't even have to worry about radiation for the most part. So yeah, you guys are fine.
You're magical.
Alright, so all of a sudden you're zipping through, and you take a look at at the map on the grav train, because all of a sudden your communicators are starting to get staticky, which rarely happens. Usually, and you're none of you are mechanics, but you're Five, you have a couple different, and Serena, you have some rifles and things that have targeting on them, and they're glitching.
Yeah.
And you realize that you're in the primary sensor deck, and within this area, the feedback created by the Empire of Bone technological and magical sensors is preventing a lot of your items and augmentations from getting any kind of bonus.
What about that helmet they got wearing that drilled into my head? It's not.
It's glitching as well, but you're still able to concentrate and see. Your X-ray glasses don't work.
All right.
And but again, you're not slowing down. You're still zipping. You're still flying through. So, what is your goal at this point? Are you guys looking to? Are you just gonna suck it up and go straight to the bridge? Do you want to find somewhere to hunker down and take a long rest? Those are pretty
We
much
would
the two main
recommend
choices.
not immediately going to the bridge. Maybe finding somewhere we can hang out, or we can hide out for a little bit and use the distraction to get a longer break.
Zarael, you're in the front as well. Give me a D12. So we have one to go for the bridge, one to take a long break. Although Dendron isn't together, so Dendron has to pull themselves together first before they can communicate.
The whole room is like humming.
But what are the other two?
You can feel it through the wall.
I vote for a longer break too to kind of gather our
Do we
Yourself.
together.
No, because they could find us if we did that.
Well, the reason that
I
we
was-
would be able to do it is we still have uses of the
Time travel.
the security programs that the
Well, I was
Something
thinking
better
like
there.
stopping the train between stations.
maybe finding like
no.
a maintenance tunnel or a closet or something we can hide in.
Yeah, you could use. So that is something you can do. Both of you are correct. So it's just a matter of making the right checks. So if you just stopped, then yes, they would find you relatively quickly, because they would see the stopped train on the tracks. You could stop, get off, and continue on its pre-programmed way if you wanted, and then try to capture another grav train. Or, as Mantha just mentioned, you could program it for like that it's
It's called
gone,
Doom
or that
Rover.
it's under maintenance, or any number of things, and just have it off in an unused, a little section that's safe and away from everything else. So those are your two choices, and there's different variables for each one. As you guys are talking about this, you go into another section, and you see around you these just, for as far as the eye can see, these huge machines, and it's almost like a when you see a servers for the computers, but on a huge scale. But you realize, those of you who have engineering and stuff, what you're looking at are the biggest batteries and reserve power cords you've ever seen. And as you're coming through this area, the ship, the grav train slows down as these things are drawing power from the grav train tracks as it's zipping through this place. So if you were in this area, you would have a minus to try to speed up because of all this ambient magic and technology that's draining and boosting these power and this backup batteries and power reserves.
Batteries.
As you're zipping through here. And you are guessing if you stayed long enough, the batteries in your equipment would also start failing.
Oh. I was about to be like, well, this would be like a good place to like maybe like jack into one of the batteries and like fill up, but it seems like it's ambient and draining everything that we have. So moving on would be a good idea.
Have a good night, Atomic.
Keep going.
Now.
I'm Meg.
Good night, Atomic.
All right,
Night, Atomic.
So
Serena,
I'm gonna
Lucy,
look
what
like
is your
for-
choice? Did you say you wanted to stop as well?
Me?
Yes.
Yeah.
We have 2 to stop, 1 to go to the bridge.
No, we should stop.
All right. So
half of my spells are gone.
while Fievel is piloting, someone want to do a computer's check to see if they can search around and look at some of these
you do
transit
both.
core. You can, but you would have a minus if you chose to do that.
Oh my gosh.
Or a computer check.
Yes.
What is
Again, I need
a minus what?
You guys are just rolling. I need to know who's going to do it and who's assisting.
I'll do it. What's my minus?
What's your thing on the computer?
I can't assist and I'm not doing it.
Okay.
Well, be that way.
So Dendron is high enough. I don't think you have to roll, correct? You're more than 9.
Dendron has a plus 20.
Okay. So you have plus 6 because, well, actually, is Serena, you going to help or are you going to stay guarding in the back?
I already. No, I'm helping.
Okay.
Yeah, get this time.
And
for it.
Nosie's helping as well.
Yeah, she killed it. She's knocking it out of the park.
Dendron, are you
She's
going to
okay.
assist?
Sure.
Okay. Alright, so you guys are all up here. Zoriel, you going to hang out with everybody here in this car? Are you going to move to one of the back cars, or what are you doing?
I'm going to move on back
Okay.
so I can keep an eye while they're, working on computer skills.
Okay. The second car is full of moth droppings everywhere.
Oh my gosh.
So
I don't think they have droppings, honestly.
That's right.
They dropped in.
So I'm doing the computer checks and everybody's helping me.
And so,
You
and
know,
the
if you
vehicle
were
itself,
going to have a minus while doing the check, I could do it for you while you just focus on driving.
so you have a total of plus 8 because of the vehicle itself. And then your DC is an unknown quantity that's just higher because you're doing it while you're trying to drive as well. So go ahead and give me a roll plus 8. Computers.
Do it. Do it.
That didn't even.
You missed.
38.
All right, so the DC is
That's
35.
35.
So you are able to find an area. So as you cruise along, it sees beyond the one of the cargo. It's an offshoot of one of the cargo area. While you're zipping through here, you realize, hey, this would be a cool place because there are. It's like the end of Raiders of the Lost Ark, where it's just rows upon rows of shelving with all different types of boxes and things. And in here, there are probably hundreds of tracks. I mean, you don't stop to count them, but there are more than you can see on your screens at any given time, as there's all these different smaller trains and cranes and things to move, crates and things. And while you're in here, if you do ever decide to race somebody through here, you can perform a special trick to hit one of the cranes or one of the moving things and cause debris to fall onto the track and making them slow down behind you.
Oh, that'd be helpful.
And or do damage to their vehicle. So in the cargo area. So but you do find a spot and sort of go up this ramp into his maintenance bay, and you see that if you weren't in space and if there was an environment, you would guess there would probably be cobwebs and dust, but and maybe even the sound of crickets because there's nothing here. But you stop, and it looks like it hasn't been used in a while, and you guys are able to get a long rest.
Wow.
So let me go ahead and do a little check. Do
Do a little dance.
Go. So I'm closing these 400 windows I have up.
So, to
Go.
clarify, we were able to. They wouldn't find us without using the Tomb Robber
So
program.
now that you're stopped, you do have. Now you would have to. I was trying to think of the name. Tomb Robber. So now you have to activate the Tomb Robber if you want to stay hidden for this 8 hours.
I think it's worth it.
You have 2 uses of it left, so this would be one of those uses. I'll pull up the party sheet as I'm getting this up. So, is there anything you guys want to talk about? Any questions you have? Any anything that you wanted to say
Last
to each
words
other?
Of love. Sing Kumbaya, right?
As this
You suck. No, just kidding.
this might be the last time the rest you guys have, because if
Right.
you're driving this ship into the Stellar Degenerator, not all of you may make it.
Serena needs to do her
Oh, I'm gonna make it for sure.
meditations
I don't know
and
about the rest of y'all.
got to practice.
So the reason we're trying to get this ship is so we can destroy the stellar, or whatchamajoohickey, right?
Wait, say that again?
The reason we're trying to take the ship, or to stop
Whatever.
the
Yeah, we're trying
Yeah,
to take over this ship in order to pilot it,
this.
crash into the solar degenerator, and destroy both of them.
with us with it.
We might be able to escape.
We can escape, I'm sure.
Yeah. Fivel's going to retire if he gets out of this alive.
Hey, that's not a bad plan, my friend.
Nope. We've all kind
I'll
of
go-
enjoyed the popularity. Being famous
Go
for-
build. I'll go build me a little army of robots. Speaking of which, oh damn, we should have brought those two with us. George and
I don't think it would have worked.
You guys kept them back to help
guard
hide
this.
and hide it and make sure that it wasn't screwed with if it was found. Because eventually they're going to notice, hey, there's a ship stuck on the outside of our ship.
How'd that get there?
You do have the benefit of the fact that there is a major battle going on. So there's that going for you. Help with the distraction.
So we've got that going for us.
Or they're more digital.
Ichi's nice.
Exactly.
Bam.
I think since we're in this big, empty, open area, Dendron is pacing it, trying to look for like security cameras and stuff, because that's kind of what they do when they're in a new place. And they're also trying to find like a place where we can like hook up batteries and recharge them.
If you need batteries, we got some.
Yes, you are able to recharge your batteries. No problem.
Nice.
So all of you, if you want to go
spot
in,
any-
go through and make sure it's all your semi-auto pistols use, and some of your long range use actual bullets.
Bullets. Yeah.
But the rest of them, anything that uses batteries and stuff, can be recharged.
Can I somehow make more tactical bow arrows?
In
I
here,
don't think Brit
you don't have any kind of actual workshop. You would need some sort of work table and things
Right.
to do that and craft it. You
Okay.
have UPBs.
Right. Yeah. Okay. Just thought I'd ask.
If you
'Cause
had,
I don't see any in my inventory that says I have extras anywhere. Oh, wait a minute. Yes, I do. But are they for this arrow, though? I have arrows, but it doesn't say anything about the what they're for.
yeah, that's exactly what they would be for.
Oh, okay. Cool. Then I got plenty. Yes. Okay. Go ahead. I'm sorry to interrupt. Go ahead.
No, that's not interrupting. That's good. That's great to figure out what you guys are doing. Anything else that you guys want to talk about or discuss? So if Fievel is going to retire, what's he going to do with this army of robots?
Get me a ship. They can
Okay.
pilot the ship for me.
He's taking
You
over.
just
small
become a
country. He's
trader?
kidding.
Maybe.
He's taking over a small country. You know that.
I already got the start to my army of robots.
That's right.
I don't know if Steve count.
His name's not Steve, it's George.
George, right. It was
George, and what was I calling the other one? George and...
Fred.
Oh, no. I don't...
Involved.
Yeah, I don't remember. I don't have it. Let me see. It's should be in. Isn't it in your?
Batteries.
Notes.
Allies.
Todd and
It's under
George.
your. It's under gear and allies.
Yep, I found it.
George
I
and
found
Todd.
it under notes.
Well,
Todd and
there's
George.
also
Or the guardian robot and the
actual
cybernetic
robots
golem.
are in your gear under allies, and you can actually open them up and see them, and fondle them and caress them.
Ooh.
And whisper sweet nothings.
All right, and so with that, I'm gonna push you the long rest.
And we're done.
Hey, does anybody have any bullets? We've got just what's in this gun right here, and we mostly use cold damage, and surprise, undead are pretty resistant or immune to it.
But can't you learn some more stuff?
You also have the weapons from the Baycocks and the Marine that you guys fought. I'm gonna
I got this gun from
throwing them in the party sheet now, and you guys can take a look and see what you want. But as you guys wake up, you realize that you have grown a little bit, and you're now level 13.
Wow.
So that's where we will leave it.
We decided to take this long rest before going into the big fight.
So that's where we will leave it for tonight. I'm going to leave it. I still have a lot to do. I have to throw those stuff in the party sheet. I've already adjusted all your experience. I just need to find out what it costs to go up to level 14. And then I'll adjust that as well. But thanks for playing, guys. I appreciate you. And I'm glad that they didn't have to amputate your foot.
We're taking bets on.
Nope. They assumed because the X-ray didn't show any glass and it looked like there was a hole in what was left of the blood blister that the glass already made its way out, and I just have to watch it until it heals completely for any possible infection, and then if there is, I can take the antibiotics they prescribed for me if I need it. So I'm just keeping an eye on it. Follow up with my general practitioner.
Well, I'm glad you're okay, Roberta.
Thank you.
Stop stepping on glass.
All right.
Yeah.
Tell John to stop cutting glass in the kitchen. Dang.
All right, guys.
When I was 12...
I'm going to go ahead and stop the stream. You guys can hang out if you want. Level up if you want. If you have questions, I'll be around. But don't forget to like, subscribe, and whatever else you do, enjoy the rest of your day. Say goodnight, guys.
Good night,
guys. Good night, guys. Anyway, when I was 12 years old, I cut the bottom of my right foot wide open.
Yeah. On what?
Yeah, I don't know. I was